Hello. So today I'm going to talk about communication and letting know your professors or your managers or someone from your job, like the communication that you guys have, or how do you manage what is going on. So today I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I work at Panda Express, and we have three managers. One manager is in charge of inventory, one is charged in schedules, and the other one is my GM. So it's practically like she does everything. Now we have three group chats. Which is the real panda, if you guys could see the real panda. That's like personal, like personal like type of thing, like where only like the employees use it, like only the associates use it. Then the front of house is where we keep in contact, where we want to like change like shifts or cover someone, or if we want to switch, or like whenever we have a problem with one of the managers and we just want to keep it in there, we keep it in there, and that's how we talk against or amongst ourselves. For example, my friend Steph, she put hello, and she put, can someone please cover for me on Monday? I know it's a closing shift, but I'll be at my other job. And whenever you receive a text like that, and then if you do want to get the shift, you go into the Legion app that we do use for schedules, which is in here. In here, obviously, like, they did not schedule me that many days. At the point, by the way. But like, let's say, yeah, she wants someone to cover for her, and you're looking to see if you can make it, and you're literally seeing, oh, Stephanie, whatever. This is not Stephanie, by the way. It's an example. But if you see that you want to cover for Stephanie, then that's when you let her know. And that's when Alejandro told her what time to what time. Steph was like 4:30 to 11:30. Alejandro was like, I got you. Now, he's doubling. He was supposed to do from the morning, like just the shift morning. But if you do wanna like do a double, then that's when you text the manager in person. Now here's the thing that I had actually a mishap that happened like 3 days ago, which is really recent, and this is a perfect coincidence and a perfect timing so I could show you guys. Basically, I told my manager like maybe like 2 weeks before, like actually the Tuesday that happened, and the Tuesday that we entered school, and I told her my availability, and I switched it completely because I used to work from 5 days from 4:30 to closing every single day. Every single day I was available all the whole entire week. I would work 5 days a week. Anyways, I changed it because of school and studying, and as such, my calendar and stuff, like I have a lot of stuff to do. So I told her that I could only work from this time to what time or whatever. And she said, yeah, that's perfectly fine. And that's what I love about my manager, Bianca, that's her name, is that she always accommodates to my schedule and the rest of everybody else's schedule. And if you do let her know if you want a day off or whatever, you text her personally, and sometimes she won't even answer you back, but you will definitely see that in your schedule that she did not put you for that exact day if you did not want that exact day, if that makes sense. Anyways, so I have a car to pay off, and let's just say it's a little pricey, so I need to make some like exact hours for 2 weeks so I could pay off my car every month. Let's just say she scheduled me for 2 days, which how I showed you guys. She scheduled me for 2 days, and that really bumped me out. Now we've been having new hires, okay? So last week she only scheduled me for 3 days, and my availability now is 4 days. And I was like, you know what, like maybe you know, like it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna get those 4 days because, you know, like she's already having trouble balancing the new hires with us, and you know it could get pretty difficult, and especially because I changed my schedule. So I was like, okay, you know what, like I'll leave it, like I won't tell her anything about it right now, just because she only gave me 3 instead of 4, just one day. And I was like, okay, whatever. Now I'm so sorry about the background noise, but I saw that this week she only scheduled me 2 days. I got, not that I got mad, I just got bothered that she lowered them down. And I was thinking, like, oh, maybe it has to do with my performance at work. And I took the time to message her myself to see what was going on, because you know I want to get those hours back, not entirely obviously because I have school, but yeah, like I texted her. And for example, we use WhatsApp for our communication, which is really, like, it comes in handy because it shows you like when she reads it and stuff. But basically I said, hey Bianca, I just wanted to talk to you about my schedule. I know you can't afford to get me the hours that I used to get, but I would like to hit 23 to 24 hours per week. If you want me to come in a day that is my day off, let me know. I could also change my schedule to the weekdays of 4 to pre-closing and the weekends 4:30 to closing. Because when I changed my availability for school, I put from 5 to pre-closing in the weekends. But now I changed them so I could get the hours so she can help me. So now that I'm helping her, I have to or now that she's helping me, I have to help her. You know, like it has to come in hand in hand. And I told her, on the weekends 4:30 to closing, just let me know whatever helps you out best. I do have my card to pay off, so whatever helps. Thank God to Bianca that she's really, really nice, and she accommodates to everybody else's schedule. So she texted me and she was like, hi Jasmine, of course I will do my best to work with you to make sure you get those hours. Opening up your schedule is a bit would help me to get you those hours. I also don't want you to be tired because I know you have school, but again, I will try and make sure I get you those 23 to 24 hours. And I just said, thank you so much, Bianca. And everything worked out perfectly fine. She never gave me attitude. The next day I saw her, we like talked like nothing ever happened. She made the schedule that day when we saw each other, and she gave me my 4 days. And that's how communication works in my experience at work. I know everybody else's is different, but that's mine. And yes, this is what happens. And I know some managers aren't lenient in, like, you know, calling in or stuff. Like whenever we call in, that's when we text the person that is on the floor today, which is like, let's say today Jenny, which is 3 managers, one of them is Jenny, and today is her shift. So for example, if I call in, then I text her personally, hey, like I'm gonna have to call in today, or I'm gonna try to make sure I find a cover for you just because I can't make it that day. And that's where that's where I find a cover. And if I can't find a cover, then I tell her at the end of the day that I couldn't. And yeah, stuff happens, like personal stuff happens, like somebody goes to the hospital or a funeral or a doctor's appointment that I couldn't back out on. But yeah, that's the communication in my workplace.